Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. HCS Atlanta Major, and we have another matchup here on the B-Stream. Why not be representing? Why not be casted? I got my favorite co-host active with me, and we got some complexity going up against ITB.
Oh, very excited to see this matchup. ITB, a beautiful job by them in terms of winning that game 5 versus Squadron. Now they find themselves in a position to get top 6 in the event. Once again, Tony, a repeat, but they've got to get through complexity first.
6-0 right here for complexity with that 8B setup, but they're the ones who go 3 down, and now it's Huss trying to find the exit route from the bottom mid-side of the map as ITB was able to get away with camouflage and complexity as the eyes set on C and tower.
Yeah, C's going to be captured here. They just got to defend the push from the tower side. You see it's going to be a B cap, though, by the side of ITB. A great job flipping that cap here, but it gets reset entirely. And now the score keeps counting up, Tony, and ITB have 0.
ITB were able to find some slays, but couldn't exactly find the objective. Now we see WuTum, which were the back arch side of the battery, trying to steal away. Bravo was able to do just that. RyaNoob wants to push the A side, but he knows that Jimbo and ITB hold him down.
We talked about it a little bit. Complexity being that unorthodox roster, a roster that doesn't have the slay power like the other top rosters in the game. And you said it would be interesting if they were able to be a top team. I 100% agree. It'd be cool to see the meta kind of shift in that direction, and especially with RyaNoob at the helm. But as we continue to talk about it, Tony, it's a triple cap here for ITB.
Yeah, even though complexity had the lead, that's exactly what had the lead. ITB, the lead just stolen away from them. Jimbo stealing the life of Breakingshot with that melee. And that is quite the live right there.
And it ends up falling at the end of the day, but it's always good to try and play your life like that as much as you can. Try to delay for those 5 seconds to get those shields back. But then Jimbo ends up going down anyway, and it'll be complexity now taking that 2-cap advantage.
47 to 36 lead for ITB at the moment. Some great shots from TchiK. Keeps RyaNoob at bay. Luckily has the help that he's looking for towards tower. But ITB, eyes on the prize, take away Bravo, and now looking to out-rotate towards Alpha.
Yeah, this is a great rotation, especially with C being taken here. And they take out the one player that was in the way, and it was Huss. A 2-cap once again for ITB. They've taken the lead in this game, and they haven't looked back just yet.
Still scoring right now, ITB. And as of right now, it's Breakingshot trying to breach ITB setup at the moment. Jimbo with the cross-back shot from that shot. And look how much Wesley gets over the Bravo. TchiK is trying to join him, but somehow complexity slay out, and they earn enemy.
Yeah, ITB end up spawning on the A side as well, so they have a long track towards C to try and get that C cap. But as zMightys was trying to do that, he gets taken out by Breakingshot, and now you have a situation where complexity are the ones scoring, and on top of that, getting the slays as well.
Gathered up here by Huss. Right into the action, knowing Jimbo is one shot and flying at him. No one shots are able to get away from Huss.
Yeah, Huss again with his shock rifle, a very important player. You know, the VIP of the game right now. As long as he has this shock, he can do some work. But Mighty's a little jiggle, a little crouch, and takes him out.
Found himself out in the open for just a bit too long, and ITB are simply going to make him pay for it. Being down in go complexity and Rayne by himself trying to buy some time, but ITB starting to surround the gold side of the map. Only so long you can survive here for, but hold on. Jimbo's one shot, he deals with him. RyaNoob was working on Charlie right now. Complexity not looking too bad, though still not the double cap just yet.
They're separated all across the map, and what they've been able to do is do enough damage to put ITB4 down. That being said, it's still ITB in the lead, and they'll have control of the C flat side, which is beneficial for that camo pickup.
Camo is coming up here, and excellent made out of TchiK. Well played. Down for complexity, and Rayne, the final player alive, he can't get the kill on TchiK either. That's a big swing of events going towards ITB.
That's a huge 4 dead. Of course, we talked about it, right? The camo pickup by WuTum. He's going to be the one with the camo now. We'll see what WuTum is able to do with his camo, but he instantly gets taken out. That being said, I was wrong. It's zMightys with the camo, Tony, and a triple cap locked in.
zMightys is the master of grabbing camouflage on this map. He loves being on the C side, he loves those curve sides, and he loves being a pain in the rear of the opposition with that camo. You notice he's just living and thriving right now. Shot in his hands. Rayne nowhere to go.
You know what's a pain in the rear, Tony? Getting triple capped and dying off a spawn over and over and over again, and that's exactly what's happening to the side of Complexity. Continuously coming off a spawn, continuously staggered, and look at the pressure once again. They try and take C from ITB, but ITB says, no, that's RC.
ITB are cleaning house right now. Complexity, they kept it close for quite some time. Not anymore. It's about 100-point advantage here for Into the Breach, and Complexity continue to find themselves 3 down over and over again.
Yeah, now they find themselves on that long haul side, which is a trap here that is set by the side of ITB. Look who's in position. It's zMightys here on the pipe side. He's going to be the loner on this pipe side, but he's got a very important job, and that is doing what he's doing right now. Damage onto the players pushing B.
Putting down that damage, staying alive, zMightys. Holding down this gold side seemingly by himself, and the active listening gives him kills on the weaker players. As 3 down once again go Complexity. That means ITB are on that hold. They don't waste time.
I love that you said listening, because he listens to the fact that RyaNoob's on his gold stairs, and he executes on him directly and quickly, and that's because they need this B cap. They need control of pipes so they can continue to score. And look, the trap on long haul again, and the C triple cap could be locked in here shortly.
I feel like zMightys has to be a textbook X Factor. When zMightys is playing like this, ITB are winning. It's just no doubt about it. He was the leading man in the last matchup that they had over in the lower bracket, and now he's doing the same to Complexity at the moment. ITB, they go as zMightys does.
Yeah, zMightys gets a little too aggressive there, but that's the first aggressive play I've seen him make. Most of them have been great plays. The one aggressive play he makes, though, ends up getting him killed really late in the game. But they end up taking B back. The spawns come out on the glass side. A beautiful job by ATB to capitalize on these objectives very quickly.
Camouflage demands of Huss. Early damage onto Jimbo. Now curbside his way out of danger. Staying alive with his camo is even more important than getting kills. 201 to 88.
This is beautiful right here. Again, another trade. Huss, that's all he kind of wanted, right? To try and even up the numbers just a bit. And he does that, and like you said, Complexity will score because of it. Now that the spawns are known from ITB, it's going to be Breakingshot in the aggression.
Still 201 points here for ITB. So far, it's been all Complexity scoring. Finally, we're starting to see the boys in blue play for Alpha, and looks like they're able to gather it. Double cap here. We're seeing points once again for ITB. Less than 50 points taking the win. Meanwhile, Huss just doing everything he can to survive.
I love how they're continuing this progress. The momentum hasn't stopped. They're still rotating around the map cleanly. They're still getting those clean kills. As I say that, a trade comes out, but regardless, they hold that AB setup, and the only person that's in contention is Rayne, and he's about to go down. He's down to no shields.
It was 3 down for Complexity. The final player live was Rayne, and zMightys make some weak and says, you know what, you can have me. I'll take Charlie over here. That is perfectly fine with ITB. As long as they have 2, they will be scoring, and that's 2-18 and counting. Complexity now sending waves over towards the Charlie side. It's teamwork that eventually may make the dream work, but ITB, they got teamwork too.
I feel like we're playing zombies at this point, Tony. There's just a flood coming in. They stay alive, they keep their shields, they round corners and make sure to get that shield regen, and they potentially close out this game. Camel's up, but I don't think it's going to be a factor.
Here, and zMightys finds himself 2 players over towards Charlie. Says, I don't want any part of that. Backs down immediately, allows Jimbo to get the double kill off the screen. 3 down, go Complexity, and Alpha Breakingshot. You think you got it? Think again. That's a trip cap, and that's game. ITB taking game 1 on Complexity.
Wow, an incredible job by ITB. You talked about zMightys. You talked about the fact that ITB are slaying it out. Everyone on that team did their job, and that's why they had that success in game 1.
Well, game number 1 is done, but the series is not. When we come back from a short break, we'll have game number 2 and the rest of your lower bracket series. Usually means an exciting game 2. ITB may up 1-0 in the series. You know they got a lot left in them, and they really have 2 bad games in a row. So Complexity may be able to answer back, may be able to tie up the series, and they were able to take the lead.
Yeah, my player to watch is Breakingshot. His ceiling is really high, but I don't see him reach it often, or at least I haven't seen him reach it here in the championship bracket. I need to see him step it up and do what I know he is capable of doing. That movement we talked about, set live, the beautiful shot. We got to see that out of Breakingshot.
Saw Breakingshot flying at Jimbo right there. That was pretty crazy. A little reckless with it, but sometimes you need that. But Complexity want him to get aggressive, and they'll play behind him. They always have each other back as TchiK right now. He has the shock rifle looking for the back of at least somebody, or at least Complexity's head.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I thought that was going to hit Tony. You always expect to slide out of that doorway, but RyaNoob doesn't slide, and TchiK ends up missing the shot. It's still an 8-5 lead here for Complexity, though, which is a great way to start this game, too.
WuTum already covering the back A side, and looks like Breakingshot double push out of Complexity to try to clear out A. It isn't gonna happen as we down go Complexity. Yo, Huss just ripped a triple out of nowhere. Oh my gosh.
Gosh, that is exactly how you take over games. You need to do things like that if you're Complexity and you want to win this series, because ITB are hot today.
They were down. Huss was making plays, and right now Jimbo, he has an idea of where Huss is, but Huss is giving him the movement. Finally, Huss goes down, but it's in a trade. What a life out of Huss. He's 5-2.
And he's tied up the game, essentially. Well, it's going to be 12-13 here, but yeah, Huss having a great play like that, again, can light the fire under their team. You see the spawns come out into blue. They've got to push through ITB, who's ready, but Camo's up as well.
Right now, Jimbo looking to bait out that Camo a bit. Ooh, it might have stuck him. That was really close to an off-the-wall stick onto WuTum. WuTum eventually goes down courtesy of RyaNoob, but Jimbo has the height advantage right now, and Huss, he's still shooting.
Yeah, you talk about height advantage. The top goal is such an important place to be. TchiK with a triple to answer back, and he's got Camo to work with as well.
When everybody's shooting like this, there's a bunch of Trey Youngs around here in Atlanta. I don't know what's going on. Everybody's shooting around here. Loving every last bit of it as we're tied up at 18 apiece. 3 down, go ITB. TchiK the final player with Camo.
Yeah, TchiK has to do something as Camo ends up dissipating, so now he's got to make a play. Look what he does. He pinches with WuTum. WuTum ends up going down, but they at least get that trade. Not going to get that one. It's going to be Rayne who makes a play. Imagine quitting the game, taking a long break, and still coming back and dominating.
It's crazy. RyaNoob done wheeled this man out of the retirement home, and he's going to pull off moves like that. Okay, Timothy Tankler, I see you.
Absolutely insane. He's always been a great player in Halo 3 in every aspect, and now he's performing here. The shock rifle's up, the push from ITB comes through, but they overwhelm the side of Complexity. That's 3 down for Complexity.
Huss, once again, the final player alive here for this Complexity roster is forced to just give his team good spawns, hopefully spawning with them so that they can push up and get into yet another engagement. Huss taking his time with this push. RyaNoob and Breakingshot working together towards the yard side. Huss waiting for the right time. He believes it now, but they run into a patient of a dad.
A WuTum and a TchiK. This is great splitting of the resources here by ITB. And look, they stopped that push onto blue. They also stopped the push from Huss. But the big thing is Huss stays alive here, so he can still impact this side of the map.
Double push on ITB this time, and Huss doesn't have the numbers exactly to fend this off. Breakingshot ends up going down as ITB even find the backsmack onto Huss, excuse me. We have a camouflage coming up right now, and ITB seemingly have full map control.
I really loved how Huss played that, but unfortunately gets backsmacked because he's overwhelmed just a bit. And like you said, map control, the 4 spawns on the bottom of lift, a shock rifle in the hands of Jimbo, and Mighty's with the camo. They have it all.
Back in Halo 5, this was the spawn trap of death, whether it was 2v2s or 4v4s. If you were down in S1 and the rest of ITB was surrounding that, it was Nade Heaven, it was the collapse, and a 10-kill advantage for ITB.
ITB are taking over this game, and that's exactly what you do. When you have the nest control, you've got the camo again, you have the shock, you have all the tools, Tony. You're obviously going to do the job, right?
12 more kills away from taking game number 2, and right now, Complexity find himself over 10 kills behind. Over 12 kills behind here. Complexity, something has to change. You don't want to fall into this. Not for you.
Yeah, it's really difficult for the side of Complexity, right? Because on this map, we talk about the snowbally factor of this map. You get trapped, it's over. It's still a 10-kill lead. A little bit of a 3-man wipe here for Complexity, so a chance for something, but they've got to show me a couple more wipes for me to believe.
Jimbo, really aggressive onto Rayne. Rayne stood no chance moving down that perimeter by himself. Jimbo wins those. Meanwhile, RyaNoob answers back with a double kill, and Huss might be on a flank. zMightys wins those. He's been winning those all day.
It's just a little jiggle, and then the long straight for the ending. It's just beautiful. A little dance gets him that kill, and again, it's those little individual micro plays that make things count. It's a 10-kill lead still. ITB holding on.
That's it. almost gets the backstab. That was a pseudo-injury. And look at the way he puts down damage. Look at the way he plays the environment. Great kill by Breakingshot, but I love the influence that he has on the battle. Does WuTum, and still them holding a double-digit lead.
Yeah, it's only 4 kills now for the side of ITB, and if they can get this camo, it's all been secured here.
Grab. Jimbo has shock. zMightys has camo.
Oh no.
And now it's zMightys. An unselfish play by Jimbo. Oh no, the most dangerous combination here in Halo Infinite. RyaNoob somehow survives here, but TchiK able to take down Huss. WuTum takes down Breakingshot. zMightys was just a bait. He was just a distraction in that play.
I mean, Complexity was very aggressive there in that situation. They knew that ITB had camo. They knew ITB had shock, but yet they still peeked onto that blue side, and that's going to be a defeat for them.
Well, 2-0 lead here for ITB. We've seen a lot of close series so far, but we've also seen a few sweeps when we come back from our break. Will ITB finish off the sweep, or does Complexity have a chance to reverse sweep them? Don't go anywhere. Complexity have come this far in the tournament. Wouldn't it be anticlimactic? Wouldn't it be an absolute robbery if it ended in a 3-0 like this? This cannot happen, but it could.
It could, because ITB look really good today. It is great to see, especially after that finish in London. You would expect them to come out a little weaker, but instead it's WuTum hitting some shots and just doing work here on ITB.
What a play, and what the audacity on WuTum to even see that play and actually going for it. Absolutely incredible. zMightys not able to get the no-scope there, though. RyaNoob with the kill onto him, and WuTum once again getting aggressive towards Sandbag.
Yeah, this is great out of him. You just got to be careful. He doesn't have a lot of teammates here, doesn't want to get too crazy. You see, ends up going down. A little bit of an aggressive play, and this is the chance for Complexity to get some ball time.
Yeah, I feel like ITB maybe need a little bit of a reset right now.
Yeah,
you know, they're flying in left and right now. Have the ball, Jimbo has Huss in front of him, and now a Rayne as well. No player left behind for Complexity.
Yeah, if there's one turning point in the series, it's going to be this game type right here. Well, Oddball, obviously, very structured, very setup-based, and that's exactly what you try to play if you're Complexity, where you don't have the Slayers to just run and kill. You just hold the setup and you block ITB from pushing you. That being said, the setup is broken. It's 3 dead. Make that 4 down for Complexity.
I feel like we have to question at this point whether they're playing on the new update with that assault rifle buff, because the AR is looking absolutely damaging, and if it's going to get even better and buffed, watch out. I'm going to be an AR anti.
Yeah, I mean, AR has been strong. It's at the top of tower here, and 3 down again for Complexity mean more ball time for the side of zMightys and ITB. You see the spawns come out onto A. Just free time here on the top of tower. Chilling out.
I understand these boards. Come on, the melees, they're giving sound cues to the enemy. You're not able to hear this. Come on, Mike, stop it.
I love this.
One more time. I'll give you one more time. You know what? Get you.
Listen, it's the same with the Ogre Twitch back in the day. They did it to keep their hands nice and warm. You got to be ready, keep your hands flowing, and that's exactly what zMightys is doing. If he wants to beat down the air, then let him do it, because it's a nice lead for ITB. Here comes the break, though.
I think it'd be funny if somebody actually climbed up the tower as he did, like an accidental melee, but a play ball out of zMightys, heads up out of him. WuTum able to take down RyaNoob, but hold on, ball was not played. It was intercepted by Complexity, and now zMightys has a couple of one-shots in front of him, but a full shield Huss will take it.
Yeah, this is great, though. It was WuTum that pushes up with that QT, somehow stays alive, gets a kill as well, and gets another player down to no shields. All that pressure allows TchiK to get the camo.
I really feel like zMightys was trying to play that ball there, and I really think that was an interception by Complexity. Now look what happens because of it. ITB may have the lead, but right now Complexity has the ball, and this time the melee's not going to work. Bring TchiK down to one shot, but a camouflage. TchiK will survive.
There's a play ball out of Breakingshot. That's the best play he could have made, right? 3 down for Complexity. Put the ball in the bottom center. Your teammates come off on A, and you can potentially play for it. But, Tony, I agree. That was a play ball, and that's a valuable 15 seconds that could decide one of these rounds.
TchiK and ITB, double push looking good. WuTum stays alive with one shot. Rayne won't go anywhere. Lead down for Complexity once again here. That's a setup for ITB.
Oh, TchiK's got the sniper as well, so a setup plus a sniper equals domination. Incoming. Looks like the ball's reset.
Why does it equal play ball? That's what I'm trying to figure out. The final player for Complexity must have made a sneaky play and threw that ball off. What? Wow, you can't let that happen.
Hey, if you can't hold the setup, you break the setup by throwing the ball off the map. And now they've got the ball rotated onto A. And they've got a kill onto WuTum and Jimbo. So this is beautiful for the side of Complexity. What's TchiK going to do with his snipe, though? He can break the setup here.
It's crazy to feel like Complexity, you know, the points that they have because of a misplay ball. The points that they should have had because 3 down with Complexity. The final player plays the ball off the map. What is going on right now? Somehow ITB have the lead, but I feel like now they know they need to clean it up a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. They definitely need to clean it up. If they allow things to get out of hand too much, if they allow some of those plays to happen too often, you end up in a scenario where Complexity will come back. Complexity are no slouches. Yes, the series is 2-0. That's because ITB have been playing phenomenal. If they let up just a bit, it could be Complexity taking this game.
Has that sniper. Question became, will he get away? And now it's WuTum aggressive to the jail side. WuTum 3-0-1. Didn't know about the second. Breakingshot survived. TchiK is pushing him back.
I gotta point it out, like how quickly he turned around there and threw a nade at the floor, right? Didn't do much damage, but regardless, the fact that you can turn that quickly and the nades fly is definitely very beneficial on the side of mouse and keyboard. That being said, it's gonna be Rayne, who comes from the backside of C. Gonna put some damage in, gets a double, wants to triple on the zMightys. zMightys wins that fight.
He's going in for the melee. zMightys not letting it happen. zMightys survives, and 12-5 right now with zMightys, and another camouflage. zMightys always seemingly getting those camouflages, but it's charged or live fire. But this time it's burst.
I love to see ITB, right? They always have a player that pops off. In the Slayer, it was TchiK with 17 kills. Now, it's WuTum and zMightys having some really solid games here. zMightys, the most solid, right? 12 kills, only 6 deaths, 61 seconds of ball time as well.
Yeah, lots of times when we evaluate some of the players and look at the stats, we don't include the objective. I'm glad you pointed that out. zMightys playing excellent Halo and really has been all tournament long. Complexity now with an early setup, and Rayne recognizes that they're getting pushed, drops the ball, wants to put down damage, kills first.
Yeah, we've been seeing ITB winning that Slays battle like we keep talking about, but just a lot of scrap time out of the side of Complexity. They're rotating the ball, they're playing it when ITB have a full setup. I haven't seen ITB in full control just yet. Maybe with this 2 down, they can make that happen. Make that 3 dead, the triple, no, not gonna happen on the Breakingshot, but regardless, it's a 1v1 situation.
So close to the triple for zMightys there, but that final player gets away, and now it's WuTum just waiting for the rest of his teammates to come off and spawn. No cleanup happening just yet. Breakingshot, scrappy ball play, bringing it towards tower. Numbers not yet in their favor, but they're gonna try to slay out here, and WuTum quick towards the tower side. A double push out of Complexity. Very rarely do you see 2 people manning 1 tower.
Yeah, things are getting a bit shaky, Tony. One of the things I'm noticing is that 4th column on either side. Look at how the ball time is spread out. And now it's Jimbo throwing off the ball to make that play ball happen and allow his team to get in position to stop them from picking it up.
How many times have we seen a team 2-3 down and making a play to grab that ball out of nowhere and get it off the map, denying ball time to the opposition? Well played by ITB there. Complexity still with that ball towards back tower. Early setup. 2 down for ITB. Complexity gaining a lot of points here. 93 seconds already. ITB, you better be careful. You better not be going 3 down.
Well, yeah, I mean, understandably, right? But it's the play ball once again. The AR is strong once again as well. And it's Complexity continuing to out-rotate, continuing to scrap time. That is what won them that round number 1. ITB really need to have something happen here. They need to reset and slow down.
Please tell me you noticed Breakingshot curve sliding to his bottom mid and getting sniped by his teammate. He got body shotted by his teammate. Luckily, that didn't cost him the round. They still go up 1-0 right now. Complexity not going down.
I mean, this is just great out of Complexity. The problem is, if you allow this momentum to continue, it gets a bit scary. I talked about Breakingshot being the X factor for this squad. He's having one of the better games I've seen today. If there's a comeback in this series to happen, it starts with this game right here.
18-12, 24 seconds worth of ball time. Incredible what we're seeing out of Breakingshot. Talk about WuTum and the clicks with his mouse and keyboard. But Breakingshot plays on a field of high intensity, and Rayne is absolutely shredded.
Rayne is playing phenomenal, but Jimbo's playing a little bit better. The double kill, the 3-man wipe out of the side of Complexity. Huss being the last player alive. Look how fast they push him. They want to take him out of the play quickly, and they do just that.
Huss tries to get creative to try to get away with his life. Watching. Excellent kill by Rayne. Don't fall again. damage goes down. Complexity are pushing up. ITB lose out on the numbers. They also lose out on ball.
Yeah, great job once again by the side of Complexity to shut down that setup. They get in there, they get a couple of kills, and they're very efficient in picking up that ball and getting all the scrap time they can. Now they've cut this lead to only 10 points.
TchiK hunting down that player towards the enemy with the side. RyaNoob stuck. Big doors, 3 down to his team once again. And you notice every time a professional play, if it's 3 down, they're on ball.
Yeah, it's exactly what you need to do, and you need to do it quick, right? You get that 3 down, that third player is taking damage, you get that ball and rotate it to the setup, and that's exactly what ITB have done. They've cleaned up that ball time, and that's what's going to win them this game.
Ball dropped.
Breakingshot.
Enemy has the ball.
Working the environment, somehow take down Jimbo. He's about to get his shields back, and look at the way that he plays his environment. It is crazy how much value he gets out of his life.
You know how, and it's crazy because another player had to come help to make sure he got cleaned up, and that's resources you're pulling away from that ball. That being said, they still do have that ball inside of A. It's got to be touched before it resets, and TchiK will do just that.
Still, even the fancy footwork out of Breakingshot, not enough to get Complexity any ball time there. It's 48 seconds and counting, and Complexity haven't even cracked double digits at this round 2.
Yeah, it's very important for them to continue to get this ball time, but Campbell's coming up as well. Now you've got to decide where are your resources going to go, and when you kill RyaNoob like that with that nade, it evens things up just a bit, but Jimbo's down, so the rotation has to come out here for RyaNoob.
RyaNoob has no idea where those nades came from. Well placed by TchiK. He has to give it the ball momentarily there, but stays alive. Breakingshot with that ball now. ITB, I thought they were going to get some good ball time there.
Yeah, I thought so as well. I would have liked the rotation maybe towards top center to maybe not allow that back B rotation, but it ends up that ITB get Complexity 3 down momentarily. Now they've got the ball. Now it's this sniper. That's the storyline for me. Who's going to pick this up and who's going to do work?
Breakingshot and Huss are trying to bait out that sniper. Mighty making sure that nobody's flanked from behind, because right now, Complexity are attacking from multiple angles. A one-shot Breakingshot tries to get away with the sniper. Body shot connects, but Mighty's with the kill. Still, no teammates for him to survive with. It was 3 down and RyaNoob wants advantage of that, but Mighty's, he's mighty strong.
That is just beautiful by Mighty's. He doesn't go too close so he gets beat down. He wins a massive fight right there, but it is still Complexity with that ball control on the back of B. They're going to take a lot of pressure here on the side of ITB, so play ball has to happen, and you see Huss throw it off the top of the map, and that play ball will occur.
72-31 lead in favor of ITB at the moment. Once again, Complexity were the ones to strike blood first. They were the ones to take round number 1, but ITB have played incredible. They cleaned it up like we talked about.
Mighty's movement is absolutely insane. That strafe, he's been in so many situations where he's supposed to lose a fight, but somehow gets the other opponent dead or no shields. And you can see it in his scoreline. 24 and 14 out of him, 24 and 19 out of WuTum with 14 assists.
That ball time, both of them have 8-9 seconds to fight. 30 for WuTum. Everybody doing their part. Nobody being a stat.
Yeah, you got to do your part, especially this late into the bracket. Your back's up against the wall. This is the elimination bracket right here. You either bring it all or you don't. And that's what ITB is doing, putting it all on the line, and they showcase that here in round number 2.
10 more seconds needed here for ITB. It may be one final push for Complexity, but I'm not even sure they have enough time for that. Breakingshot and Huss, the first players in. Huss somehow threads the needle, somehow finds the kill, but TchiK answers right back with a double. Rayne onto the high ground, but right now WuTum refuses to go down, and gotta know your angles. WuTum knows his.
You gotta know your angles. You gotta have trust in your teammates. WuTum has both, and guess what? We're going to a round 3, and this will be very good for ITB going through the rest of this bracket, Tony. In that Arlington tournament, they went to 2 Game 5s, and they didn't show a lot of, I guess you could say, power or momentum in that series. Yes, they closed out the Game 5s, but it was just too close. Ending a series 3-0 against Complexity, you're feeling very confident as a team.
ITB want a dominant win here. They really want to make their presence known. Beating Quadrant was a huge feat for them, but they want more. Active camouflage coming up. Breakingshot, snipe, but he can't avoid that one. WuTum plants one right through the skull of Breakingshot, and he's not done. RyaNoob, you nerd, you die too.
Oh my goodness gracious. It's just so scary when you see him with that snipe. You know he's going to pull something off. So much damage being done by WuTum. And they get a lot of ball time as well. Finally, the play ball will happen, and the camo will be popped at Sniper in the hands of Jimbo.
Sniper and camo. Combination of complexity you do not want him to have right now, and Jimbo, one of the more patient players that we have in the league. Breakingshot being very patient, time for his shields to come back. Now Jimbo, who once was at an advantage in the gunfight, now simply is not.
Oh, no.
Even the stick doesn't connect. Breakingshot survives.
Yeah, you got to be careful right there, right? Yes, you're getting a lot of time here for ITB, but Breakingshot not going down in that situation is massive. He does end up in that 1v1, which pulls back that resource, and they do get the play ball, so it all works out.
5-0 run here. ITB has just got 3 down and Jimbo, the final player alive. And once again, it's Breakingshot making sure that he doesn't get away. The spawning members of ITB are already up and already pushing. WuTum is there, so is Mighty, and Breakingshot, yeah, just living his best life.
This is do or die for the side of complexity. They're down 0-2 in the series. This is round number 3, and Oddball, if they lose this, they are out. ITB putting it all on the line. They've got a really nice cushion with this lead.
Stays downtown for Mighty, just working on RyaNoob. That's a forced play ball. Not much time being accumulated by complexity. ITB still hold on to the lead.
Yeah, they would have wanted way more time there, Tony, especially with that tower side setup, but instead, it's going to be ITB. I like the route here. I liked it until I saw that player on the B side. There's a lot of split resources here from complexity. Muddy's thought he was okay, but regardless, he knows he's in a bad situation, drops the ball, and decides to try and do damage.
Complexity feel like they're everywhere. Camouflage coming up, that's going to draw in the defenses. A backsmack out of Jimbo. Camouflage not quite burned, but it looks like Jimbo's there to clean it up. Even though complexity with 3 down, can they get the burn? No, they won't. Jimbo survives.
Yeah, Jimbo is definitely going to want more value out of this camo. That last one didn't work out for him. This one, he does a bit of damage, ends up getting an assist, but still, he's going to try and do more. That rotation for the ball comes through the rat tunnel. That's what he needed. He infiltrates that push on the bottom center. Now he's still pressuring the map. This is beautiful by Jimbo. Another kill.
Crazy angles turns to crazy great positioning out of Jimbo. Easy kills, so it seems easy, but the way he makes it look.
Enemy
3
halfway to
seconds now being
victory.
accumulated by ITB. And look at how much space Jimbo is taking. He's running all the way out to the Charlie side, even worth trading out his life.
Yeah, space is exactly what I was thinking, Tony. Look how much space he created on that C plat. He gets that trade at least, and look how much time ITB are able to get because of that. 117 seconds for Mighty, 34 and 19. My goodness.
Having a mighty fine game as Mighty's at the moment. And CchiK willing to do his part as well when it comes to injecting. Huss flying in like a bat out of hell there for the game, but Breakingshot, the final player alive. No, he's not. 4 down, go complexity.
Wow, this could be it right here, Tony. This could be the end of Complexity's life. You know, you see tons and tons of tweets from ITB. You can have a seat on the plane. You can have a seat on the plane. I don't know, maybe Complexity are going to take a seat on the plane as well.
17 seconds is all ITB needed. Complexity just continue to just straight forward into the defenses of ITB, and they're losing battle after battle. It's desperation mode for Complexity, as now it's only 10 seconds needed, and Complexity only have 1 player in position, which is going to be RyaNoob. Can he make a play over towards the right-hand side? RyaNoob with the grenades. Breakingshot ends up falling. ITB now a full-on rotation as Rayne and Complexity go right through. Double out of Huss clears things out just a bit, but Complexity have a bounce in the climb.
Yeah, CchiK has to be very careful here, though. It's going to be 2 down for the side of Complexity. This is his chance to break on through. RyaNoob gets his shields back, but he will be smothered by the side of Complexity. 3 down now, and it's going to be ITB who will punch their ticket through and give Complexity a ticket on the plane home.
3-0 sweep coming out of Into the Breach. That's what at least they wanted to see. That's what the fans back home wanted to see from across the pond. But Complexity, it's back to the drawing board for them. And like you said, a plane ticket back home. And I'm sure they'll be talking things out on that one, because 0-3, a sweep, that's not the Complexity we know.
ITB just look really good, and like I said, getting this 3-0 versus Complexity, Mighty's with a 19.7 KDA and all that ball time. When you're performing like that, you have confidence moving on through this bracket, right? You're in the elimination bracket, but you're performing very well here.
ITB live to see yet another round. And guys, It's not, it may be end of the road for complexity, but it's certainly not the end of the road for ITB, and they can continue to progress across this lower bracket and go deeper and deeper within this tournament. We come back from our break, we'll have more action here in the lower bracket. Guys, don't go anywhere.